what did I tell you guys? I think JDM kind of did shit the bed against House Prates. I'm gonna be honest, it was a total beatdown from round 1 to round 3. Okay, starting to the actual fight, dude, JDM in round 1 looks composed, right? It was a total like back, it was a back and forth, kind of like it was a 50-50 kind of round. You can score it either way. Maybe like you can score it to Prates a little bit. But then like, dude, when you already have a tit for tat match and like it was kind of even and you went for a takedown in the end of round 1 against Carlos Prates, you're kind of already done. Because like in the Leon Edwards fight, Prates didn't really land anything clean in the first round, but he did against JDM. And it kind of shows the biggest problem uh, against Carlos Prates is with JDM style. He's just too stationary with his guard. He doesn't parry, he doesn't dodge like he does in the Bilal fight. He's too like worried that he might get caught by Carlos Prates when he's trying to dodge or trying to parry his shots. So he didn't really do it. He tries to do the ultra safe route and just like turtle up, which didn't really work, but it is what it is. Man, like I even predicted this to like the third round KO and like by way of knockout Prates. I kind of knew it just because like well, JDM is like a good fighter. It's like a bad stylistic matchup against like Carlos Prates. I would even say he's probably the worst matchup for JDM, worse than Ian Gary, worse than like Bilal, worse than like Shafkat. I think Jack could actually win against Shafkat, let me tell you that. But against Prates is just too tall, too long, and he uses his range really well, and he fought guys who are shorter than him. On top of that, he's fought against guys who are similar in like JDM style with Jeff Neal, which is like the perfect match. And also like he has the length and the KO to just keep Jack at bay, which was really bad to be honest with you. It is like I think this is just like a bad matchup for JDM instead of JDM being really bad. I see a lot of people saying JDM is like really bad, but like it's really sad to say like a lot of people saying that, but like JDM's really kind of still top 5. I think if he fought like Sean Brady or Buckley, I think he would still dominate them. Even if he fought like guys like Bilal again, or maybe like the guys in the top 15, he'll still win. Because let me just say this: like the top 5 of welterweight is just filled with guys who are like way bigger than the actual stature of the normal welterweights. They're just on a different level in terms of physique and like in terms of like their actual skill. So don't even feel sad. And also like, damn, how fucking good is Carlos Prates, right? Carlos Prates is this guy who has knocked out like 7 of his fights in the UFC. His last 7 wins come by knockout. And it was crazy stuff. And I think it was like, well, man, it's like, how good is him? Like, this is his like record, his like best wins here with JDM, Leon Edwards, Jeff Neal, and Neil Magny. Like them, all of them has been KO'd and TKO'd by Carlos Prates. And JDM has never been knocked out clean before. And he did right now. He hasn't been like wobbled in it or anything in the previous fights. And like he got TKO'd by Jack here, by Carlos Prates here. I'm sorry, but like Carlos Prates just used his like leg kicks to his like advantage and just like literally beat him and like technically destroyed him in everywhere the fight goes. And let me tell you this, Carlos Prates is an actual resume. It looks kind of better now. He looks like one of the best in the division. Has like 2 KOs over like previous champions, and not like old champions, but like champions who are still in their like 30s and below 35. Leon and Jack is still kind of in their prime, but he just got beat by somebody better. Jeff Neal was a guy who was in the top 10. Neil Magny is a guy who's, has the ability to fight against guys in the top 15 and everything, He kind of beat like guys who are like prospects, but then like the prospects bounced back and became something big. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like it's just crazy. Like Carlos Prates is like the only guy who's able to win by KO and only KO. He doesn't have a lot of submissions, doesn't have a lot of decisions, and he just keeps doing this. It's really surprising how good he is at like getting the KO. And I'm really surprised that like he didn't get the KO against Ian Gary. He almost did. He almost did. And Ian Gary like played everything right, which is like everything in the fight went right against Gary, and like he still almost died and almost lost at the end of the fight. So it just tells you how dangerous Carlos Prates is, and like we shouldn't probably we should probably not like look past like Carlos Prates against Islam Makhachev, because I still think that is a very dangerous fight for Islam Makhachev just because of the length. You see like JDM, but I think Islam still wins because of takedowns, and like I see how easy it is JDM taking Carlos Prates down. So I still think Islam will win, but like I still think it's a dangerous fight, and because of the sniper shot, I think like Carlos Prates has the highest fluke chance of anybody there. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody there would get outskilled. Maybe they have a similar skill, but like Prates has the highest chance to end it against Islam Makhachev, especially because Islam has been knocked out before, and it's not really like a foreign, a foreign view for us, you know. Oh man, talking about the fight itself, like man, the biggest problem JDM is definitely the high guard and like the problem with the length. I talked about this in the previous video predicting this fight. It kind of shows how bad JDM's style is against Prates, because like for one, if JDM kind of has a different style of like going in, like Ilya Tupor or anything, he would have probably had better success. The problem is like JDM has this like high guard defense that kind of is similar to the way Prates does defend the boxing against like Ian Gary, and it failed. This kind of is the similar thing, but instead of cause Prates the one like doing the mistake, it is like JDM, because JDM keeps like covering himself up and thinking this will all be fine, but Cause has like crazy power to just get through it, and he just breaks the guard with elbows and everything. So the guard just doesn't work anymore, and it's like it's more of a detriment to JDM in winning instead of being beneficial to him, you know. And like, dude, look at this. Like, even the ducking, like, man, if you see the Bilal fight, like, man, this should be like the biggest opening that Cross Prates has. Like, JDM's only defense is like doing the guard and like ducking himself down to take down defense, and it just like it became the biggest weakness of like JDM. Became predictable. It's almost like a Justin Gaethje type of thing where he just keeps ducking down against like Max Holloway. I like the crazy stuff, you know, and like yeah, it's just like dude, Cos Prates just keeps repeating this cycle, right? Like whenever JDM tries to go in, tries to do with the jab, he has like a longer jab and just keeps him away. Whenever JDM just goes in without any care, he just like knees him in the body or knees him in the head, which is like damn, bro, like that's how good he really is, you know. That's how good like Cos Prates is. I still think he's good, but like obviously, you kind of have to think this is the perfect style for Cos Prates. If I had to say if like a couple months ago, I would probably say like this is the best match he could ever get in the top 15 or like the top 5, because JDM's really good and he would get like the highest like ranking for him. I think he should probably stop like fighting a lot of other guys in the top 5 if he wants to fight for the title, because I think he would have definitely lost to guys like Michael Morales, because let me just say this, Michael Morales is a lot more physical than JDM. It would probably take Cos Prates down a lot easier, even though Michael Morales has the range to fight against like Cos Prates' range. So I think Michael Morales would have won if he fought against Cos Prates, even though like Michael Morales has the shittier like boxing or like you know shittier like striking style, but I still think he's a lot more physical and has a better chin, like kind of similar chin to JDM. I think to just take these punches, you know, and just like kind of ragdoll Cos Prates for 5 rounds. So, but it's still a close match. I think there's still a chance Cos Prates could just style on him and just like kind of just KO him from afar, you know. Yeah, this is the next like thing. Of course, like man, like JDM just keeps like fucking doing the high guard and everything. It's kind of similar to the Jeff Neal fight, and I think I want to say like this. This is the exact copy of a Jeff Neal fight that I told you in the prediction video. That like damn, like Jeff Neal, the way it's like more like the footwork, right? Like Cos Prates' footwork is so different from the Ian Gary fight to the like Jeff Neal fight, and I think this fight proves that he does use that like Jeff Neal type of footwork to be able to kind of like take over the fight against guys who have like shorter range and need to go after him, you know. And I think it's just like damn, against like Jeff Neal, he did everything like this, the exact same thing that he did against like JDM, and like damn, it just really works so well, you know. I think it was a great fight. I think like if I have to say, I think Cos Prates needs to wait for Ian Gary and Islam Makhachev to get the winner of that and just get the title shot, and like make Michael Morales against like I don't know Kamaru Usman or something, you know, for the movement on welterweight and everything. I do think this is a great fight night. I am probably gonna make a video about like Quillan Salkilld and of course against Benil Dariush. I think that was a really great fight that I want to talk about. It was great prospects. Anyways, thank you guys. Goodbye.